Hello, everyone. Okay, are you struggling with prayer? Are you finding that you don't have the time, that you don't want to pray, that when you do try to be silent, you just can't even stand in your skin? You just sit there like, I got to do something. I cannot just sit here and be silent waiting for God's voice. What does God's voice even sound like? Ah! And then you just cut it out and go on with your day. Or maybe you just really don't know how to pray or what prayer is all about. So there's two things. Number one, I'm in that same boat with you right now. I am struggling with my quality prayer time. I'm still praying, but it's not the same prayer that I used to have. When my husband would go to work, I would get up at 5 with him. He'd be out the door by 5:30 and I would have the entire house to myself. But now my husband isn't working and he's home all the time, which is great. I'm not saying that that's not a good thing. But I am not scheduling time for God like I used to have. I don't spend that longer time in prayer. So, number two, if you are struggling with how to pray, what is prayer, I want to offer you my 40-day prayer course. The link is in the description. Click the down arrow next to the title on this YouTube video. And in there, click the link and you will see what it's all about. You even have a couple of days where you can just see the video. So here's what it is. I come into your inbox every day for 40 days. 40 is a biblical number. 40 is a testing number. 40 is a challenging number. Jesus spent 40 days in the desert with Satan tempting him. 40 years in the desert trying to find the promised land in the Old Testament. So 40 days was good. It's not a Lenten program. You can do this anytime. But what it will do is it will remind you, and you and I can do it together, every single day to give God some of your time, to start off your day with Jesus, because your whole day will be different. I promise you. You can also just go to my website, kendravonnesh.com, look at my Faith Services tab, and in there you'll see the course. Okay. Now, what am I going to do about this? Well, I'm just going to make one small change. I'm going to get up when my husband gets up. He's an early riser, and a lot of the time I stay in bed. So instead of doing that, I'm going to get up when he gets up and start my normal prayer routine so that I have more time in the morning. I'm not rushing around, and I will feel so much more at peace. And if you've never done any kind of prayer, just set the alarm 20 minutes early and just go into a room and be silent. Don't bring your phone and just thank God for everything in your life, for your faith, for your family, for your vocation, your job, your possessions, everything. And I'm telling you, you will have a different attitude and you will approach the day in a new way. We are supposed to be anew every day. It's a daily walk. It's a daily surrender. It's a daily commitment. You know the two greatest commandments: to love your God with all your mind. One, not two. This is the first one. This is the first one. This needs to come first. Loving your God with all your mind, your heart, your soul, your strength. And then loving yourself and your neighbor, which you cannot do this one without this one. Oop, we didn't mean to put that middle finger up. But you catch my drift. You can't be loving to yourself or those around you if you do not have God in your heart. And I need to remind you that love is a choice. It's not a feeling. Just because you don't feel like praying doesn't mean you shouldn't pray. Saint Augustine said, if you do not pray, you will not be saved. That's a big deal. So we must pray. So do it with me tomorrow. Find a time. I beg you, whether you're a morning person or not, please start your day that way. It makes such a difference for me. If I don't start in prayer, nothing is quite right. I'm a little more anxious, I'm a little more frustrated, I'm a little more irritable. And so if you do this with me, let's walk. Let's just do that every single day. And I'll come to you tomorrow and I'll let you know, honest to God truth. And I think even me putting this on video makes me even more committed, right? Because I certainly don't want to come here tomorrow and say, oh yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't get up, you know? Instead, I want to come here and say, I chose God. I chose to love. I chose to love God, and I actually chose to love me, because when I love God, I love me more. I love my husband more. I love life more. And that is what it's all about. Pick a time or do my prayer course. Just do something. Something. Every single day we can be new with Jesus. And we all need that, right? A whole new day. Okay, everyone. I love you all. I really do. So blessed to be walking on this journey with you. And I hope that you find something more with God. Sorry, this thing's starting to move on me. Find something more with God, with God, with God, with God. That's the whole point. And have a blessed and inspired day. Take care.